So I think the rural areas of China have a huge potential. Hi, I'm Neil Labatt. I'm born in Canada. I lived in Canada most of my life. I've been a professional hockey player, I've been a business person, and I've traveled the world in many, many places. When I was a little boy, I've got a long history with China. I was in the backyard digging with my little plastic shovel, and my dad came out and saw the hole and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm digging to China." So my first time to mainland China was in January 2008. It was a great experience. It was a long flight. When I landed in Beijing, the city was huge, very vibrant, lots of people everywhere, huge buildings. I don't know the building names in particular, but you've got some of the tallest buildings in the world being built. You've got some of the most unique light shows on the outside of the buildings. It's almost like going to a movie, watching the different exterior light shows that show up on the exterior of the building. It's quite beautiful. Lots of colors, so it's quite unique. I went to see a lot of real estate projects in a lot of the different cities, and they were huge projects, a lot bigger than you see in Canada and the United States, so that was a big impression on me. Well, the thing that's been, in my view, constant impression about China is just the energy of the people and the path forward, the amount of infrastructure that's been put in place, the railways being built, the airports, the buildings. Well, I know that President Xi has announced that extreme poverty has been eradicated, which was a huge investment by the Communist Party, almost R1 trillion. And so obviously people's lives being better, people having more money to spend, having a better life is obviously extremely important. When you have 1.4 billion people, you want to be sure that people have enough food to eat, school, education, and jobs, and the Communist Party has done a great job. Yeah, so I did go to some of the small towns. I went from Shangri-La down to Yichang. We went through a lot of the small towns. I was in some of the smaller towns in the west of the Sichuan province. The pace of life in the rural areas is not quite as hectic as it is in the big cities. People on the street playing mahjong or playing games or having a coffee or a tea and having some food on a little shop area. So I think things tend to be maybe a little bit more relaxed in the rural area than in the city. When you go into the shops, often are family run. The children are there when they're not in school, and they're very positive. So a lot of handmade goods you just can't find anywhere else. I think the Chinese government's ability and involvement in the business sector and in education and in infrastructure are going to be able to provide the opportunities in the rural areas, which would allow more people to stay outside of the big cities, which I think will be a great strength for China, is to spread the economic growth further from the big cities into more of the rural areas. And you're seeing it happening now, and I think the centralized nature of the economy in China will allow that to happen quite efficiently. So I think the rural areas of China have a huge potential. People are very relaxed, very friendly, very welcoming of people such as myself. So I find being in the rural areas very positive.